I don't see the hype. I was expecting it to really hydrate my skin like no other, and it did not do that. It did quite the opposite actually, and we'll get into that soon.
You could do nothing wrong. Got me out here with my high heels on. Never thought I could find someone like you.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tamera. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys my experience using the viral Korean skincare called Anua. Yes, Anua. Anua. I think that's how you say it. Anua. We'll go with that. Didn't have the best experience, and I'm here to share with you guys my experience. Everybody's experience is different. Everybody's skin is different. I'm here to tell you guys how the skincare reacted to my skin. My skin type is dry. I have dry skin. There's nothing oily about my skin. Absolutely not. Unless I sweat. Like, that's literally what it is. Unless I start sweating, that's the only time you're gonna see me oily, or if I have on like some type of skincare that makes my skin oily. But my skin naturally is dry. I have sensitive skin. I also have eczema. I was born with eczema. I had eczema really bad as a kid, but it has definitely gotten better now that I'm an adult. And I don't typically get eczema on my face. However, there have been times where I have. Like a lot of us, I was influenced by TikTok and wanted to try the viral Korean skincare called Anua. I noticed before buying the Korean skincare, I started having some dots on my face. Like, they weren't necessarily pimples, they were just like bumps. Very similar to heat bumps. And then I googled like, what is this called? Because it's not heat bumps, not pimples, it's not acne. They don't have like redness to it. It's just like dots, just like small dots. I noticed it on this part of my face, on my forehead, and on TikTok, dermatologists and then other people were saying they're called closed comedones. One of the biggest things they recommended to get rid of that is to double cleanse. I never double cleanse. My skin is so sensitive. I literally keep it so simple when it comes to my skincare routine. I'm really careful with the things that I do try, which is why I don't have like a really long skincare routine. And so this year I really want to focus more on my skincare and really just find products that would work for me. And so when I was researching what these bumps were called, one of the most suggested products to try was the Anua Korean skincare, because I'm hearing all over social media Korean skincare is the way to go. And so I'm like, okay, let me research this Anua skincare and see what they're about. I have heard that Korean skincare is literally the secret to glass skin. Glass skin is literally how it sounds. Your face is super clear, super smooth skin, has that glowiness to it, like really just healthy looking, hydrated. It's definitely the skin that a lot of people would like to have, and it is achievable. You just have to really go based off of how your skin type is. On TikTok, if you're familiar with the Anua bundle, it comes with a oil-based cleanser, it comes with a cleansing foam, it comes with toner, a moisturizer, and also the serum. And because I have sensitive skin, what I did was I didn't purchase the bundle. I purchased each product individually based off of my skin. During my research, I noticed that the cleansing oil in the bundle is not meant for sensitive skin. And so I saw someone tag the same kind of cleanser, but specifically for sensitive skin. So I ended up getting that one instead. Also for the cleansing foam, they had one specifically for sensitive skin. I wasn't able to get my hands on that. However, I heard the regular cleansing foam that came in the bundle was good for sensitive skin. So I was like, okay, let me just roll with it. The serum, it was pink. It was like a pink or peachy kind of color. When I saw that in the bundle, I said immediately, no, I'm not even gonna play around with it, because I just knew it probably was gonna break me out. So I was like, you know what, let me just not do that. And I ended up getting something else. So I ended up getting 5 different products. Okay, I returned all except for one. Here's a video of all the products I ended up buying. We're gonna go through every single one, and I'm gonna tell you my experience with each product. To achieve glass skin using the Korean skincare, the first step is a cleansing oil. This is the Heart Leaf Pore Control Cleansing Oil. This is for sensitive skin. So on here it says sensitive skin. This is probably the only product that I liked out of all the products that I ended up buying. I remember when I tried the cleansing oil, it was very, very gentle on the skin. It was oil based. I could apply it on dry skin. So if I had makeup on, I could apply it and get the makeup off first. If I didn't have makeup on, I could still apply it again to dry skin. And I remember it being not sticky, but oily and gentle on the skin, which is why I kept it. I haven't used it since I stopped using all the products, since my face got back to normal. That was the first product that I tried, and I immediately was able to take a breath. It didn't hurt my skin at all. I will say one of the things that did work with this skincare routine was it got rid of my closed comedones, because I don't have the bumps on my skin anymore. On the website it says it is an oil-based cleanser. It's meant to unclog your pores and soothe irritated skin. So I do feel like that was a really good product. The second product that I ended up purchasing is the Heartleaf Deep Cleansing Foam. So this is where I'm double cleansing. So this is the second step. This is a gentle exfoliator. It is meant to soothe and hydrate your skin. It also contains products in there that are meant to calm your skin. These are all the things that are listed on the website, okay? That's a product that I took back because I used it second. It definitely exfoliates your skin. It left my skin smooth, but it caused burning immediately. Also, I'm not sure if I even said this, but I used all the products for a week. Even when it was irritating my skin, I used it all for a week because I knew this was new. I knew my skin had to get used to it. A lot of people say before your skin can get better, it needs to get worse. I'm like, okay. I notated all that in my head, but after you double cleanse, it was listed on the website to make sure you tone. So I got the toner. The toner is called the Anua Soothing Toner. On the website, it says it is the #1 seller on Amazon. It is designed to calm irritated skin and moisturize sensitive skin, okay? When I used the toner, mind you, my skin was still a little wet, but not really. At this point, my skin is burning. I used the toner, and now my skin is not only burning, it's red. So the closed comedones, like the bumps on my face, they're all red. My whole face wasn't red, but like the areas where I was experiencing some irritation was red. And at this point, it's burning. And I'm just like, okay, again, new products, let's just kind of keep going. I don't typically use toners all the time. I used to use the Thayer's toner like for a minute because that did work for me, the original Thayer's unscented, and then it stopped working for me because my skin started to react to it. The one thing about my skin is my skin will like something until it doesn't. It doesn't matter if I was using it for 6 months. If 6 months at a time it was good, but then on the 7th month it's like now causing breakouts, I stopped using it. And so I knew I wanted to get back into toning my skin. And so at this point I'm like, okay, let's just keep going, because in my head, okay, before it gets better, it needs to get a little worse. At this point, I'm kind of losing faith in this skincare routine. Again, these are new products, so I'm like, okay, suck it up, Tamera. Just keep going. So after I use the toner, I end up using a serum. On TikTok, in the Anua bundle kit, that's $79. I just felt like the serum that came with the bundle, I remember I read about it and I was just like, this is gonna irritate my skin. I already know. So we're not gonna use it. We're gonna find a serum that I could use. And on TikTok, a Korean serum that was going super viral was called the Snail 96 Mucin, which is a hydrating serum. And it's meant to rejuvenate the skin from dryness and aging. It's also meant to soothe dehydrated skin. So my skin is super dry, and at this point it's super dehydrated because I'm lacking moisture. And so I really was wanting to find a really good moisturizing serum that could work for my skin, and I read that this one was really good, especially for sensitive skin. When you think of snails, you think of like the stickiness. So this serum is very, very sticky. And I was researching about it, and I came across a dermatologist video that said for people saying that this doesn't work for them, you're probably using it on dry skin. After you tone, immediately put on the serum, because at that point your skin is still kind of wet. Also said make sure to not rub it on your face, but to make sure you're just patting. And so I made sure to do that. And to me personally, it didn't irritate my skin. It didn't really do anything. It didn't hydrate it at all. It wasn't really special to me. Like, I'm not trying to like be like that. This is just my experience and my opinion. I just feel like it wasn't nothing special about that serum. Sorry, like it was just something sticky on my face. The way people were raving about it was just like, I don't see the hype. I was expecting it to really hydrate my skin like no other, and it did not do that. It did quite the opposite actually, and we'll get into that soon. So the 5th product, which is the last step of the skincare routine, is to moisturize. So I ended up purchasing the Heartleaf 70% Daily Lotion. This was my least favorite out of all the products. I had high hopes for this one. I really did. It's made for dry / acne prone skin. It's meant to balance your pH level and really hydrate your skin. This burned the mess out of my skin. When I tell you my face at the end, after using this, my skin was screaming. And again, day 1, I'm like, you know what? Let's just keep going. Let's just use this last product. My skin was burning. My whole face is now red. Not even the parts where the closed comedones were. Like, my skin is now just red. It did not hydrate my skin. It was very lightweight. It is non-greasy like how it says on the packaging. And it's said to be a long-lasting hydration. No, it did not hydrate my skin at all. It irritated the mess out of it. This is a water-based moisturizer, which I learned now is not best for my skin when it comes to hydration. It doesn't stick well on my skin. It doesn't hydrate my skin well enough. I am more of a oil-based moisturizer kind of girl, because oil-based moisturizers to me hydrate my skin way better. Yes, it is more on the greasy side. Yes, my face will be more on the shinier side after using it, which is probably a downfall for people who have oily skin, because when you have oily skin, your skin is already shiny. You're not trying to shine anymore. I get that, but when you have dry skin, that's something I'm going to have to do in order for my skin to actually be hydrated. Does that make sense? I now know that, but with this hydrating moisturizer, it did not do that. It did quite the opposite. It burned, caused redness, and I did not like this at all. I stopped using that first before I stopped using all the products as a whole, because this really burned my skin. I hate it. Sorry, and I'm not trying to be like that. If you love this product, that's good for you. Kudos to you. I wish I loved it, but I don't. I hate it. It's horrible for my skin, at least. So day 1, this is my experience. Day 1. Day 1, I go to sleep. Day 2, I wake up and my face is tight. My face feels like I've never had Botox, but you know how when people get Botox, they can barely move their face? That's exactly how I felt. I felt like I had a mask on my face. I could barely smile, laugh. I could barely do anything. My skin was super smooth. The closed comedones, gone. But my skin was so tight, and I learned my skin barrier was destroyed after using these products. The natural oils from my skin, the natural moisture that I would have, all stripped away. There was nothing moisturizing about my face. My face was irritated. I was so irritated, but I was like, you know what? My skin is smooth, the closed comedones are gone. Maybe this is just day 2. Day 2, that night, I used the products again. I use the products twice a day, once in the morning, once at the end of the day. My first time using it, I used it at night. So my night routine. The next day, when my face was super duper tight, I used it again. And I know people are going to be like, oh my God, why did you do that? Again, new products. I was expecting my face to kind of have a reaction, but I figured maybe by day 3, 4, it would be a little better. No, it just kept getting worse. And by day 3, that was when I noticed the swelling. I had swelling on this side of my face first, and it started with my cheeks, and then the bottom of my face also had swelling. The swelling has gone down a lot. You may be able to see just a little bit of swelling, but not really as much as it was in that photo. At that point, both sides of my face were swelled up, but it started on one side of my face, which was day 3. I did not really notice that right away. It wasn't until day 4, when the other side swelled up the same way, was when I was like, wow, my face is huge. I look like Mrs. Potato Head. I look like Mrs. Potato Head. Literally, My face was so round and it swelled up in a way that I've never seen it do before. And no disrespect to the people who have round faces. You were born that way. It fits you. I was not born with a round face. It does not fit me. It looks like something is wrong. It looks like I got beat up. You know that picture of Martin when he got beat up that time on that Martin show? Inserts clip.
Is the swelling going down?
Yeah, way down. That's how I felt like my face looked, but it was really giving Mrs. Potato Head. Me and her were twins because of this skincare. I have never in my life had swelling like that. Also on day 3 was when I experienced the patches appear on my skin. I had patches right here above my lip, down here. I had patches all over my cheeks. I had patches on my forehead. I had never had patches under my eyes or on my eyelids. I had patches there. And I know a lot of people who have eczema on their face, they do have that. And so I could tell that was the eczema forming under my eyes and on my eyelids. I could keep going on and on day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. You obviously get the picture. Like, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And so it got to the point where like my face now hurts. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what? The saying it gets worse before it gets better is out the window. We're stopping because my face is, there's nothing about my face that's getting better. The closed comedones, gone. That's great and all, but my face is tight. My skin is red. My face burns. My face itches now. And my face is lacking moisture. My face still feels so dry. Like, it just was not working for me. I spent over $100 on skincare that literally destroyed my face, my skin barrier, and just irritated my skin as a whole. And I really wanted to make this video because a lot of people have been influenced by the skincare, me included. A lot of the videos that are going viral, a lot of people have been commenting who have skin like mine, sensitive, eczema, and they're asking these questions, does it work for people like us? And no one's getting responses. I wasn't expecting my skin to react the way that it did, so I really wasn't like keeping up every single day how my skin was like reacting every day. I just took that one picture because I sent it to my mom because I was so like, what the heck is going on with my face? My face looks horrible. I did not want to be on camera. I did not want to take any pictures. I really was like, I'm throwing these products in the trash, but I'm like, you know what? I paid over $100 for it. It's going back to Amazon. So I returned everyone except for the cleansing oil back to Amazon. I got my money back because I was so irritated. I was upset. I was crying. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video of my experience. I was the guinea pig for you guys. So this is my experience. One of the things that really helped my skin was this sweet almond oil. This was recommended by a TikToker, and before I actually got on TikTok searching for the almond oil, I Googled what helps with dry, patchy skin. Google said almond oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, and something else, but almond oil was the first product listed. And on TikTok was when I found out sweet almond oil is better than regular almond oil. And so I found a girl who was raving about this product, so I ordered off of Amazon, and immediately when I used it, my skin barrier was literally getting back to normal. It was hydrating my skin. It did not irritate at all. It was very gentle on my skin, and that's what I've been using. And honestly, like, my face, y'all can see my face is definitely a lot clearer and not as like, there's still parts of my face that are still trying to get better. My skin is very, very smooth, hydrated, glowy. It's still a work in progress because my skin before was just a mess. So it's definitely not that anymore, but just the patches are definitely gone, majority of it. I will say I still have like small, not really, like small areas on my eyes that are a little patchy. That's getting better every single day, but it's definitely not like how it was. And that, to me, I am recommending sweet almond oil for anybody that's going through any type of skin irritation. You have dry skin, that is very hydrating and very gentle on the skin and has helped me a bunch. So shout out to that girl on TikTok. If I can find her video, I'm gonna link it down below or put it on the screen. Shout out to her. It literally took a whole week for my skin to get back to some kind of normal, because I have not been able to film other content because my skin was just so bad. It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed. I really thought that I destroyed my entire face for like life. Like there was a point where I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to leave my home. I just want to sit in bed and cry because I look ugly. The purpose of me really getting these products was because I wanted to get rid of my closed comedones, and I also really wanted to get some products that could really help hydrate my skin. And it literally helped the closed comedones, but destroyed my skin barrier and did not hydrate my skin at all whatsoever. My skin was screaming for moisture, and it wasn't until I used the sweet almond oil when my skin got the moisture that it needed. Every single day since using that, the patches have gone away, the swelling has gone away. The first day I used it, immediately I saw changes, and so I was just like, wow, since not using the product as a whole, my skin has gotten so much better. Well, this is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I really hope that it was informative for you, especially if you have skin like mine, especially if you are thinking about trying the Anua products because you were influenced. I hope you were able to take something from this video. I'm not trying to trash talk this skincare brand. If it works for you, that's good for you. It just did not work for me, and that's okay. I'm glad my face is back to normal, or is getting to normal. So let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear it. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video.